Hi, collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people, in good places, doing good things. All right, Capricorn. I was just going to go ahead and let the cards. I was going to do. Someone's taken aback. Okay. Someone's caught off guard, maybe, by something. It says, take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. So this is going to be a Capricorn reading. The other portion of that is a last quarter moon. Work through your feelings. So this is the reading for Capricorn. Let's see. All right. So with respect to take a reality check, let's see what we can get. What is this regarding? What is this regarding? What is this take a reality check regarding? So someone needs to take a reality check and count their blessings. They need to stay in the energy of knowing that they are worthy and loved, but and count their blessings that this situation is where it's at. So let's see. I was told to get this deck. So what is this person counting their blessings? They're taking a reality check and counting their blessings, working through their feelings, and knowing that they're worthy and loved. Okay, so tell us more about this counting their blessings. They're counting their blessings. Capricorn, please, counting their blessings. All right. Ooh. Maybe they received a message of concern from a wealthy man. Okay, let's get a little bit more into it. That maybe has them like sick to their stomach or something. Yeah. Okay, so whomever this is in this energy, Capricorn, this person is having to kind of regroup themselves. Maybe they're being kicked out of a group because it's the community card in the reverse. So there's a community that is no longer working along with someone, that this person has maybe a little ways to go to figure out what their occupation, like what they're going to do financially to support themselves or something like that. They're in their thoughts about that, maybe because they don't have that plan yet, or haven't done this reality check of maybe like why they are where they are at this present moment. All right, what else out here for Capricorn? Actually, let's dig into the meat of this and see what this is about. So this person, whomever this is not sorry about what they did. That's a huge part of why they need to take a reality check, is what I'm hearing here, and work through their feelings. This person, I guess, feels entitled because I saw I deserve abundance, which it's not saying that this person doesn't, but they have to go through some cycles of change, it seems. Like they have to reestablish a community for themselves. Maybe this person wasn't really, acting in their highest self. They weren't thinking about their highest good or the highest good of those around them. And they don't feel like it's a big deal. But what's saying is like, take a reality check. Yeah. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. So this person maybe gambled on something. Maybe this person was trying to be a snake in someone's life or something like that. And they don't feel like it's a big deal because they're, nobody's perfect is what I keep hearing this person say. Nobody's perfect. And what I'm getting is it's not about being perfect. It's about being fair. It's about being considerate. It's about, those things. So now this person may be caught up with their own snake is what I'm hearing here. It's like their own things. The die has kind of been cast, so it's kind of already been put out there. It's already been known. This person may need to get back to nature and kind of connect with the universe and God to really see their way. Yeah. And this person is being told, like, don't, now that the die has been cast, now that whatever they've stopped doing or that they're taking this reality check on, now they need to not turn back from the decision that they made at this point. Okay. What is this to do with? Let's get some. What does this have to do? What is this regarding? Let's see here. Let's see what this is regarding. What is this whole situation? Oh, wow. Yeah, someone was trying to stand in the way of somebody having a friendship or connection with someone. So this person was trying to stop a friendship or connection and get someone to like maybe like someone had been attempting to get this person to compromise and just like be chill and like be cool and accept what's happening and like, you know, learn how to compromise in the situation with respect to this friendship. But this person didn't want to hear it. This person wanted what they wanted. Yeah, this person, I'm getting a heavy entitled energy. This person felt like, well, no, this is my spot, and no, I'm this, or whatever it is. Yeah, but essentially, because they failed to compromise, is why this situation is calling for equality, like neutrality and logic. So that's what's being presented now in the situation and the circumstance. What else for Capricorn here? I think I'm not going to go more than 10 minutes if I don't have to. Yeah, this person, whoever this was, didn't triumph with respect to this robbery. Someone was trying to like exploit someone, or maybe they weren't being fair, and they weren't being cautious. They weren't being fair or being cautious. That's maybe what this community is seeing over here. Like this person was maybe trying to rob someone of, or stop someone from their own triumph. You know, having their own success in their own way. And I don't ever understand that type of energy. Maybe it's like professionally, this person was maybe doing something to like muddy someone's name or something like that. Or, yeah, muddy someone's name because this person, whoever this is, that maybe this is you, Capricorn. I don't know how this falls. But whoever it is that whose name they were trying to muddy, this person is ready and prepared and has made arrangements, you know, for their forward movement, which is why this person is needing to take this reality check and work through their own feelings. So whomever this is that they were trying to do this to, it's like they're ready. Like there's no stopping it. There's no cause for stopping it either. And whomever this is that they were trying to stop, it's you, Capricorn. I don't know, it's somebody else you're involved with or whatever, or maybe this is what your person is dealing with. But this person is relaxed and satisfied with what they're doing in their profession, and ready, you know, to take the adventure that they need to kind of fulfill more things in their life, is what I'm understanding. Okay. Yeah. This person feels like whomever this is overloaded. They feel like it's like they bit off more than they can chew. So this person bit off more than they could chew with respect to what they maybe presented to a community. Because in this trap, I see a whole city behind this person in this trapped energy. So this person feels trapped now because this community knows, because everyone is aware, and you know they've been it's been expressed to whomever this is, like just count your blessings, know that you're loved, but it starts with self-love. You know, it starts with understanding, you know, the reasons why things are occurring, the reasons why things are changing. Yeah, it's just maybe with all, maybe the financial responsibility is what I'm getting here. Let me get that money deck out. The financial responsibility of this is what's really overloading this person, because this person is used to a lot of handouts and like just getting their way, you know, but they're being guided. Like if they, to have some, like if they, I don't know, there's something here. It's like if you want to be in the right energy, or you want to proceed with a little bit more tact, is what I'm hearing, like tact. So, yeah, you can't teach that, right? This person needs to apologize, you know. Spirit saying that's a gift to this person's self. Like it would be a gift to your own self. Let's just take a reality check. It'd be a gift to you to apologize to this sweetheart that you tried to trap. I don't even know if that person is going to want the apology, because this person is so far removed and like in this ready energy just to move on. So tell us more about that. Is this person, yeah, no, this person feels like that whomever this is that tried to trap them or whatever, they feel like they're only doing it because the community is maybe acknowledging like what they did and like telling them to do it. The community has the dictatorship over the domination, and that's, you know, and that's reluctancy. Is that a word? This reluctantness. So this person has been reluctant to really, you know, do what they need to do, and that's why they felt trapped, is because they didn't make the decision on their own. They're being forced to, you know, sit back. Yeah. Also, what I'm hearing here is like if this pride, if whomever this is, if their pride, they keep letting their pride get in the way, essentially, and not take this reality check, they're gonna stop any opportunities for good news for themselves. Like they will stop. They'll, they have to. It's kind of like this person's ego. It's ego, but it's kind of like they have self-esteem, but it bred an ego that wasn't matching up with where they should really be at. This person needs to like take a break from whatever this is, because it's going to stagnate any good news that they may be wanting to have. And then this one came out. Yeah, this came right out over here over the puppet card. So this person is being guided, like forced even, if you will, because this puppet energy is, this person is being forced to like have good merit. Like it's just a requirement. Anything less is, uncivilized. But anything less is not gonna, it's this pride energy. It's gonna trip this person up. Yeah. Because whomever this is in this ready energy is sleeping sweet. But this person feels like, they're going to be cast out. I saw the homeless card here. They feel like they are a failure. They feel like they won't have the same finances, etc. But I told someone just the other day, I said, money isn't everything. It's important, but it's not everything. So there are these other things. It's like everything else other than money is what this person needs to be focused on. Yeah. What else here? Wow. Yeah, this person has to transform because they were trying to cause endless harm to somebody, and it's inevitable that this person be in this. Yeah, they're really, whoever this is, community is, they are really pressing this issue. Like they are really pressing this issue, and they're saying, well, what I'm understanding is like a conversation is like, well, you were the one that, persuaded people, that bribed people, that tempted people to kind of keep going and to do more. And this person has to take ownership for that. Like it's accountability. So this person is being held accountable. Maybe the age 52 is significant. I don't know. Maybe that this person needs to commit to this merit making and this, living this broader life where they see things differently, where they're not, staring down their nose at people is what I'm hearing. Like it's inevitable that this is, they're bound to this contract that they have to repair. Okay, let me get something else out here. So it's bound to this contract that they have to repair. Look, mechanic right on the bottom. They're bound to having to fix this. Yes. Despite whatever losses they're facing or whatever they feel like they're losing out on, whatever they, feel like they, should be manifesting, or whatever they were manifesting has been unfulfilled, because they have to, there's some healing. I feel like there's a lot of healing because that self-love card is still right there out in the forefront. So what else is this? What else is there to know about this? Yeah. So this person, in order to even get where the group or this community needs this person to be, they really have to remove themselves from whatever this is that they were involved in previously. Like they have to remove themselves from thinking that it was okay. They have to change the way that they're thinking about it, the way they're looking at it. And that's when things will like get out of this energy of like, it's not a big deal, because it is. Whatever they did, they shouldn't have done it. And if someone had done it to them, they wouldn't like it. So that's why they need to get their stuff together. But also, there's this, it's this, because the transporter card is like, it's going from one phase to another. So it's like this person is surprised that this is even happening. The surprise is coming out here. And it's like, well, everybody knew that, I wasn't perfect, but it's like, it's not about being perfect. So maybe this person is like trying to fall back on that. Now that they're experiencing these setbacks. Yeah, because whatever it was that they were trying to do, it's not been fulfilled. And they didn't fulfill their purpose with God. They didn't fulfill their purpose, to walk around going, I'm not an angel. It's like, no, you accept that you accept accountability for the things that you've done wrong, but you don't boast about, I'm not an angel. Like that's kind of dismissive of what you've actually done. So this person is just being dismissive, and that's the huge part that they need to get over it. They need to, like, even if it's just like day by day, one by one, like say, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that was wrong. Okay, this was malicious. What else here for this person? Capricorn reading, please. Yeah, this person, and the reason why this person has been separated from whoever this is that's ready over here is because they didn't have any growth. It's the growth card in reverse. So this person had no spiritual growth. This person had no like emotional growth. This person had no like maturity, you know, their level of maturity didn't, you know, raise up. They didn't raise the bar. And this person is being guided to really focus on like, how does that affect your relationships? If you have this attitude, it's kind of like almost like, imagine like a company being run by someone who's just an absolute bitch, you know what? And it's like, how do you expect the people underneath you, the people that, you know, you consider to be your cool with, or your, you know, your people, or, you know, that you roll with or whatever, it's affecting them too. So that's why this is taking place over here, is because it's like it's affecting people that it should not be affecting at this point. And that's why this person needs to grow. Yeah. Also, because it's kind of like, if you are running a business, let's say you have, you know, a little storefront where you sell clothes out of. The reason why this person's money didn't, you know, this business isn't growing, I'm getting like the business is closing down or the door's shut or something like that, is because they weren't really structured. It wasn't really, they weren't really managing their money. They were just kind of using it and spending it, and, you know, enjoying the allure and the glamour of, I have a store. They weren't really looking at things like, oh, okay, let me get in here and see what actually people like. Let me do, what is it called? Where they have like a panel of people and they ask their opinions on like, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? Like, this person doesn't really consult other people. They just make these like really, you know, egotistical decisions. And, you know, they're not really considering that, like, how it's affecting other people. Because it says here on this card, it says Black Lives Matter. So this person was not considering, you know, how this would affect other people around them. All right, let me get a different deck so we can get out of this one. Ooh, that whole deck fell down. Yeah, I feel like that's a signification. Like it's conducive to essentially what's happening for, like, maybe this, like I said, the storefront is closing, you know, and people are like, what happened? But people that visited the store, or people that worked in the store, because it's at the office, they see why, you know, they understand why, you know, this never took off, because this person was just doing it to have something else to do. They weren't really invested. They didn't really love what it was. They love the glamour and the glitz of it, but they didn't really love, you know, the actual work that it takes to build. And that could be significant too about their, spiritual path too. Ooh. Yeah, this person is definitely not in alignment right now. So the energy, the animal energy and channeling card came out through the transporter. So it's like, this person is really going to have to get back to nature and understand, like, maybe this person might need an emotional pet, you know, maybe this person might need to, you know, hang out with people that, and I don't know, go to a homeless shelter and feed people or something like that. Like, maybe just to get themselves closer to the feeling of understanding, like, what they're being, because I'm getting like, take a reality check. Like, this person is being given this opportunity for them to be able to change the course, because the course gets worse, is what I'm understanding, if this person doesn't take this reality check and just work through their feelings of, you know, letting go of whomever this is that's already been ready to move on. So also in the reverse is this person's ego. Yeah, and maybe this person did some type of spell work. Maybe this person was involved in it, because it's the magic and alignment. So it's like the magic that they were doing wasn't in alignment with their highest self. So it's like, if you're, you know, let's say if your true purpose is to, let's say, work with children and help, you know, children to plan out their future goals. You know, maybe you're, you know, someone's supposed to be like a school counselor, but instead they want to go be, you know, a paralegal. It doesn't match up, right? They'll never really get, you know, and there are ways to bring things together, but essentially what I'm being told here is it was spell work that was used, you know, and the spell work wasn't in alignment. So it's like, you got to take things, you know, at their course. I could see if you were like an attorney or something, or paralegal, whatever I said they were, and then they went to schools and offered opportunities for internships for the children to come in, you know, students to come in and see, you know, or help prepare for courtroom appearance or whatever. But it's not that type of energy. This person is just kind of like me. That's what I'm getting, because this ego card, and that's what's coming out now, is like, also the self-love that this person needs to be doing is not like, oh, I'm going to go to the spa, or, oh, I'm going to go buy this pair of shoes. It's more so like, oh, I'm going to read this book. Oh, I'm going to sit down and take time by myself and learn how to, bake a cheesecake. Easiest thing, but bake a cheesecake. That's just my personal opinion. It's easy for me to make cheesecakes, but this person is like almost refusing an ego death, and that's why they're not growing. Their ego won't let them believe. I read that somewhere the other day. Someone had commented on like why guys consistently message you in your inbox after you've told them that you're not interested, which is what I'm getting this person over here has said. And it's like their ego would rather think that you're joking because the ego cannot handle the rejection. And so maybe that's where this person is. Like they can't handle the rejection, which got them caught up in all of these things that they didn't really want to be a part of. Yeah. It's what I'm understanding is like this community, the love from the community and everything, it will be there through this person's period of time that they go through with these steps. But if they choose not to, because again, we don't tell the future, we just tell you what you can do or what might be coming up, or those kinds of things. But if this person decides to move forward with healing themselves, they'll regain some type of like spirit saying be very, very careful. They will regain some type of acknowledgement from the community that will help them feel a bit more secure. But it's this self-love, this personal ego work that has to be done first. This person has to realize those things. So that's what's being said. It's like, yeah, it's here. It's in this distant horizon energy, right? But this person really has to look at like their occupation and like how they think about doing things, how they think about doing things, because maybe this person has just been privileged. Like I said, very entitled energy that I'm feeling here. All right, one more here. And then I'm going to close it out for Capricorn. Capricorn. All right, last card or cards for Capricorn, please. Maybe this person is drinking a bit because it's this drunkard card. So maybe this person gets caught up in the party life too. Maybe this person doesn't see how that's, not the, thing. It's like, this is the type of person I could imagine, like if they had, let's say dinner with a friend at a nice restaurant, they're, oh, I'll pay for it, I'll take care of it. And they kind of just like blurred out all of their, stuff that they were going through and stuff because they were drinking a little bit. And then it's like when they come out of the place, they're wanting to like keep appearances everywhere where people aren't even paying attention. So it's like they put on a lot. This is the type of person that's like, oh, be a doll and give me a hug. So, that people, see them, in an embrace with this person. So this person likes to put on a show, especially when they've been drinking and stuff. Their ego just really grows, and that's because drinking is spirits. This person needs to avoid that, abusing that. That may be what they're doing instead of their healing work. Everybody has a moment when they have to let go of things. Me personally, I recently stopped smoking marijuana. And as a result, my dream life, like my dream work is like amazing right now. I can always tell when I'm in a dream, but now it's like I can tell who's who, what's what, I'm present, and because I always know, like I know when I'm in a dream, it's like nothing can really fool me because people don't behave the same way. People might wear a cloak or a mask, so maybe this is something that person was doing too. But this gambler card, this person has to take that gamble. Like they have to take that, they have to take this gamble to really have this ego death and do this growth. Like that's where they're trapped at right now. They're trapped in this phase of understanding. You need to get it together. You need to back up from whomever this is that's established that they want nothing to do with you, and then move on. Like don't get into the habit of drinking and things, because it says right here, as this person continues to take this gamble, it doesn't end well. It's like this risk taker of fate. So it's like fate is in their own hands, but it's like the fate that they're looking at right now is that everyone's speculating whether or not this person is going to be able to get rid of their addictions, while they're facing this debt, and establish a fortune for themselves. So that's the gamble that this person is in right now, and hopefully they can get their drinking under wraps. Yeah. Maybe they might even need a friend or something, like I said, a support animal. Like maybe that's something that will help them, like to feel protected, to feel, you know, responsible for even, you know, because if this person is just used to being all willy-nilly, maybe having a pet will bring more responsibility. Like, okay, maybe they can pour that love into the pet and the pet will pour it right back into them, is what I'm getting. You know, instead of, you know, drinking, you know, have a set routine with your dog, make dog food, you know, or, you know, if you get a cat, you know, make cat food. Like maybe they're, like I said, learn how to bake a cake. I don't know, but somebody needs to do that versus, you know, being, you know, in this drunken energy. Like, you know, the only way you catch your highs is either by drinking or doing spell work. That's just not going to fly. Yeah, this person can manifest things if they want to, but they have, you know, they have the potential, but this illusion of whatever it is that's gone already is what kind of hinders this person. All right. This is a lot. This person may have the support of their family, or maybe they feel like they don't right now. Maybe they, you know, there's this this understanding that it's like, this is your own walk, you know, it's not something that your family, you know, is going to be able to do. Like the family was there for you in this period when you were a baby, when you were small, you know. Now you're a grown woman or man, right? And you need to get your together, right? So that's the way to earn protection, is to kind of not, it feels like a codependency on the family, just like there was a codependency on whomever this is that's walking out. Maybe this is a business partner, maybe this is their, you know, their spouse or whatever. But Spirit is saying, just let it go. Just let it go. Yeah. So that's what this reality check is for this person, to walk through their feelings and like get out of the energy that they're in, and, you know, not be codependent on anything, not be codependent on the drinking, not be codependent on partying, not be codependent on, you know, family or, you know, handouts. People always, you know, that's entitled energy. They have this, you know, this deep depth of work to do, and hopefully they'll make that decision to do that. All right. I hope this has been helpful or insightful in some type of way, shape, or form, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.